Hi, it's Jessie Haliva here on location at Cabrini College, and I'm finding out what's the deal with hooking up. What's your definition of hooking up?
I guess my definition of hooking up would be something like a one-night stand, but not necessarily dealing with sex, but any kind of making out or any other things like that.
Making out, I guess. Yeah.
Making out or sex or anything.
Basically, I would think it's just making out, maybe a little bit more, but not too much.
I think it's different for everybody. It could be like getting somebody with somebody, or it could be having sex.
Probably just like kissing, making out with someone.
Chilling with a girl, just kissing, basically.
Probably making out. That's really it.
Well, hooking up is just getting together with someone of the opposite sex and forming a relationship.
I recently sat down with Kathleen Bogle, the author of Hooking Up, Sex, Dating, and Relationships on Campus.
I think that most people felt that it was more than kissing, less than intercourse, but definitely some people use it for just kissing, definitely some people use it for intercourse. But I think that most people thought of a quote-unquote typical hookup as, more than just a kiss, but not necessarily sleeping with someone. I had researched violence against women and date rape and things like that, but I realized that there was actually more on the violence end of things than more on the general culture of how people get together. And so I ended up talking to my mentor about his sons who are about to go through college and kind of how things are different in college versus after. And so I was explaining all this and why it's different in the college environment than the after college environment. And he said, you should do a research study on that. And so that's what started this whole project.
Any crazy hookup stories that you've either participated in or have heard of that you'd like to share?
Can I be explicit?
Oh, well, people always hook up at the dances.
I just had a roommate last semester who would bring back like really terrible looking girls and would assume that I would say something about it, but other than that, nothing too ridiculous.
Yeah, but none I would really like to repeat or remember for that matter.
It's so funny, I've actually done some presentations on the connection between alcohol and hooking up. And the way that researchers previously talked about it is they made it sound like people would drink and then something sexual would happen like accidentally. And the way when I give presentations and talk about it, I ask people to think about it in the reverse way. And instead of thinking about alcohol leading to sex or alcohol leading to hooking up, think about how hooking up kind of requires alcohol.
Do you think going out and drinking has a big influence on that?
Yeah, I think drinking is a big social event. It just leads to hooking up.
Unfortunately, one of my friends is not just easy, but completely oversexed when she's drunk.
One of the things that bothered me about my research is I thought college students were sometimes making choices trying to catch up with what they believed other people were doing. And a kind of similar thing happens with drinking. College students always perceive that other students are drinking more often and they're trying to kind of catch up or fit in with what's normal. And I think if you just kind of understand that there's people not doing this at all, there's people that do this all the time, and there's a whole lot of in between, that means there's a whole lot of choices of kind of where you want to fit into things. So I think that's what I would say.
Anything you want to say about hooking up?
It rules!